Oops. Not me being live. I'm so sorry, guys. Wait, give me a second. Wait. I always mean to schedule these things. You guys know my mind is just like, I'm fucked these days. Well, I'm live. I've been live for a minute. How embarrassing. Let me... Hi, Derek. How's it going? Obviously wasn't prepared to go live. Duh, right? But we are... Okay. Hi, Perspective. I need to reply to a text. I really need to reply to a text that I was in the middle of. Guys, there's so much going on. When I tell you the wrath of April, she still has her teeth sunk into me, and she's not letting go. She's like a fucking pit bull. She's not letting go. She's locked in. Okay? She's locked in. Oh my God, my door is like, oh my God, wait. I'm trying to tell y'all. Life has just been lifing so hard lately. It's almost over though. By the end of this week, I will be in a much better place. So we love that for me. Wow. Wow, look how clean that is. Wow. Hi, WarXZ. WarXZ, what's going on? Ask me questions. Oh my God, label B's here. Oh my God, I need creamer. Give me a second. Give me a second. So we've got to talk, okay? We've got to talk. We've got to talk about this new creamer that I'm really, really into. I get it from Walmart. It's called Chobani. You guys know Chobani. Chobani is the Greek yogurt brand. Listen, the creamer, the creamer is so good. They have all these different flavors. This is the sweet cream, coffee creamer with real cream. It is rich, it is creamy, it is sweet, it's decadent. It's also very expensive. I really shouldn't be paying for this shit, to be quite frank with you, because I don't have the money, but I'm making it work. Oh my God. Thank you for pinning. Thank you for the Discord. See, we needed you, Leah. It's Chobani. Chobani kind of did their big one. They kind of did their big one. No lie. They kind of did their big one. It is so yummy. And like, I've mentioned it to a couple other people and they instantly were like, oh my God, I love the cookie dough flavor. They have a cookie dough flavor. That's my favorite. This is unfortunately my partner's favorite, so I get the one that he prefers. But I love the cookie dough. That one's phenomenal. And the yogurt is good too. Yes, and the yogurt's good too. It's okay, Leah. Thank you so much for being here. By the way, I loved your stream earlier with those two guys that you were on with. They had some really great points. I felt like there was, you know, some minor disagreements here and there, a little bit of pushback from each other, from all three of you to each other. But I thought it was a really great conversation, really great dialogue about race relations. For those that are watching, definitely go check out and subscribe to Leah Bobia's YouTube channel. I miss you too, Leah. What are the nutritional values on that creamer? I can tell you. I'll tell you. 35 calories, pretty typical. 1.5 grams of total fat, one of those being saturated fat. It is from a cow. There's about 5 milligrams of sodium, 5 carbs, all sugars. 5 grams of sugar, but 4 of those grams are added sugar. So when you're buying the Chobani creamers, do recognize that they are adding a bit of sugar to the creamer. So keep that in mind for when you're mixing it with your coffee or your teas or whatever, because sometimes people like to add sugar in cream. This might be able to just replace the sugar or sweetener that you're adding, and this can just be like a one and done addition to your coffee or your hot, whatever type of hot beverage you're drinking. This might suffice, you know. So be aware of that. There is 4 grams of added sugar in here. And then 0 grams of protein, which I find to be a bit strange, considering this is cream. Anyway, I love it so much. What am I drinking today? I'm drinking an English breakfast tea blended with rose petals. You guys know I'm obsessed with rose, especially lately. I'm into rose fragrances. They're like my favorite type of fragrances, rose. And so I figure something that would lift my mood would be to like incorporate a little bit of rose in my beverage. So this is an English breakfast blended with rose petals. I'm so excited. And you can't really see it, but it does look like a typical English breakfast, but with a slight reddish hue. It's not much. Oh my God, can you kind of see the reddish hue from the rose petals in here? It's not super strong, it's very faint, but it's nice. It's a nice aesthetic. I love it so much. So, let's pour. I love it. I love it. Okay. How much is the creamer? So this is 32 fluid ounces. And this went for about $6. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. Okay. Oh my God. Fuck me. I didn't even use any yet. Why am I getting ready to put it away? See, guys, I'm actually going crazy. I'm actually going crazy. Like I've lost my mind. Let's try it first. Oh, that is so good. That is really good. That is so good. I'll be quite frank with you guys. I'm not a fan of English breakfast like that much. Like when it comes between Earl Grey and English breakfast, I'ma always go with the Earl Grey. But the rose petal makes this a very delicate, crisp flavor. It's, I don't know, it's almost refreshing. Almost, not quite refreshing. But for a black tea, it is relatively refreshing for a black tea. And I think it's because of the light astringency from the rose petals. It adds a bit of brightness to it. So we're gonna add a little bit of cream. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah. That's it. That's it. That's my girl. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay. Um okay. Hey DJ, maybe a weekly thing now. Would love to have you on at some point. Oh, 100%, Leah. 100%. 100%. And if it's gonna be on a weekend, please let me know. My partner has been putting me through the gigs during the month of April. And so I'm assuming that the rest of May and most of June, I'll be getting my way with no pushback. No pushback. So even if it's on a Sunday or a Saturday during the daytime, I'll cancel some shit. Okay? So you let me know. I would love to be on your show. I would love to be on your channel, Leah. That would be so wonderful. And what an honor that you would invite me. Thank you. Who would you want to collab with one day on your stream? You know, I don't really have anyone in mind, to be quite frank with you. You know, my live streams are my office hours. Like, these are exclusively for me to connect with my viewers on a range of topics that you guys want to discuss or ask me about. You know, and so it never occurred to me to even want to invite people on here, but it has been something that we have discussed. Specifically, Leah and I have discussed inviting people on to have conversations. Now, with me doing this through mobile, I'm not exactly sure how that works. Perhaps I would need to connect to headphones, you know, to hear them and not have that reverberation with the audio. I don't know, but that's something her and I should probably discuss offline in the management channel on Discord. Is that something you would be interested in? There's plenty of people that I would love to collab with on my channel, like in a vlog format, like the Loon and Nate. I would love to vlog with her one day, and I think it will happen one day. I would also love to collab with my friend Fern. He's another YouTuber. I mean, really, I mean, Leah Babio too. Like all of my YouTube friends, I would love to visit them and just vlog in their town with them. You know what I mean? That's just like that would be cool. That would be cool to me. So I don't know. Rose petals taste good. I love rose petals. Last night, someone mentioned a fragrance for a mother. I couldn't remember the name, but it came to me when you mentioned Rose Chanel No. 5. Absolutely classic mom perfume. I love Chanel number 5. Ooh, questions. Do you think, leave with the spicy questions. Do you think institutionalized racism is still a problem today? Yeah, I do. I do think that institutionalized racism is a problem in some cases. When you think about the whole desire for DEI and affirmative action and things of that nature, those are forms of institutionalized racism. No, we don't really have institutionalized racism the way that people usually describe it. When I think of institutionalized racism, I think of affirmative action. I think of diversity quotas. I think of DEI. Though that's what I think of when I think of institutionalized racism. Now, what I think you're really asking me, Leah Bobia, is if I believe that the institutionalized racism from our history still affects Black people today. My answer would be yes, in some ways. And the reason I say that is because there are real histories of, I mean, we have hundreds of years worth of racist ideologies being quite literally institutionalized in our country. Hundreds. We have about 100 years of segregation, right? And please do not kill me on these estimations. I'm not a history major, nor do I pretend to be one. But there's 80 to 100 years of segregation, something crazy like that. How many years have we been desegregated? It hasn't been that long. When you look at it from, when you really look at it, zoom out, zoom all the way out. It hasn't been that long since segregation. I have grandparents that have seen bitches be hung from trees. Okay? And so if the question that you're really asking is there still remnants or negative effects, ripple effects from racism? Yes. I think particularly when it comes to housing is what I really think of when I think of institutionalized racism. I think about redlining, things of that nature. But wait, just because Black Americans are behind others when it comes to home ownership does not mean that they are incapable of making good financial decisions for themselves. All this means is that there is a little bit less family wealth when it comes to Black Americans on average. That does not preclude Black Americans from making choices to build wealth. That in and of itself is a whole nother issue that I think is rooted in culture. Okay? It's definitely not access. It's rooted in culture and family dynamics and a lot of other things that we can get really deep in. But anyway, I'm not gonna go crazy into that. I want to get to some more comments, and I'm sure we'll loop back around to that. Makes me want to try tea. Hey, Salty Beach, what's going on? You never tried tea before, Salty? Since you like Earl Grey, do you like a London Fog? It's Earl Grey with steamed milk and sweetener. Sometimes I like it, yeah. Sometimes I do like it. But I don't like it with just vanilla sweetener. I like it with lavender. A lavender London Fog is what I prefer. I don't like it with just plain vanilla. Drink giggles and tongue pop, perfect. It is what it is. I'm back. Hi, SK. Have you ever heard of Senate breakfast? It's basically just sausage and eggs with cream cheese. It's from Alota. What? Very nice. It's a bit backwards, but worth a try if you're ever in that area. I have no idea what that is, Z. I don't eat sausage, but cream cheese and eggs. That sounds really good. Cream cheese and eggs. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. I have some cream cheese down there. I'm gonna have to try that tomorrow morning. We need a mirror collab on skin. Oh my God, we do. We've talked about that before, actually. And we have done collabs before in the past. But yeah, I would love to collab with Mirror too. Yes, I agree 100% on DI being racist per earlier. Agree completely. 100%. You get it, girl. You get it. Apartheid. You aren't wrong. That was my point earlier in the collab. I know for a fact there's still pockets of racism and of course shitty people, etc. But I don't know that I buy outward institutionalized racism anymore. No, I don't think so. I don't really think so because in order for it to be institutionalized and a part of the system, you have to quite literally see it coded. It has to be in the code, in the laws. No, I think there's there's actually different. I think when people talk about this, they don't really mean what they're saying. Institutionalized racism is when it is literally legally codified and institutionalized, right? And that's what we're seeing with DEI. I hate to be controversial. Hate to be controversial, but it's true. It's true. DEI is kind of racist. It's racist. Sorry, it's racist. Sorry. There are still systemic barriers in place to prevent true equality. Well, what would those be? What would those be exactly? Because that's something we can discuss, but I could be swayed that that's true. I think it's mostly, okay, my issue with the whole equality thing is I think it all boils down to financial privilege. I don't really think anything's about your race anymore in terms of our institutions. And if race is a part of the conversation as it relates to our institutions, it's in favor of blacks. So again, I want to be specific in this conversation because I think we can have imaginary disagreements because we don't really know what the other person's really specifically saying. I believe that things will get progressively harder in that aspect. Maybe. If anything, much like the feminist and Wi-Fi password community, they took it too far. They took it too far the bother direct, you know? Oh, the other direction. Yes. Oh, yes. 100% yes. Hey, Bree. Hey, sister. What's going on? However, I'm also not someone who would have experienced it, so I value others' view on it. Well, listen. I can tell you one thing. I have never felt, these are my feelings. These are my feelings. I have never felt like my skin color has been a barrier to anywhere that I wanted to go in life. It has 35 years. It has never occurred to me that it could be a barrier. And I feel like it has never been a barrier to me. That's just my opinion. That's just my experience. I don't speak for blacks all over the fucking world. I don't speak for all blacks in America. I don't speak for all blacks in Ohio. But I'm speaking for me. It has never occurred to me that my race could be a barrier in my life. And I have never felt like it was a barrier. So, I don't know. I don't know. And when I ask that, I feel like most people misunderstand me. You get it. Yeah. Speaking of racism, a journalist was interviewing Morgan Freeman, and the journalist brought up Black History Month, and Morgan says he's against it, and the fact is, it's all American history. Well, he's right. He's right. Black history is American history. And the fact that it is demarcated as something specifically black when it is specifically American, I don't know. I agree with him. I think we need to get rid of all these months. We got to get rid of Pride Month. We got to get rid of Black History Month. We got to get rid of Women's Awareness Month and Asian American Pacific Islander Month and Men's Month. Oh, wait, we don't have a Men's Month. We got to get rid of all these months. Like, what? This is so, like, the identity politics, it causes brain rot. It causes brain rot. Your brain, you have worms for brains. You have worms for brains. Stop. Oh, that is so good. That's so good, y'all. English breakfast with rose petals. Ah! Oh my God, guys. If I'm ever in a terrible mood, tea, the power of tea in my life is incredible. The power that has, the influence that has, the international implications that has. Like, oh my God, I love tea so much. I feel the mindset is the biggest issue. You're not a victim, therefore you aren't a victim. That's where it starts. Listen, bitch. Listen. I was raised by very assertive people. I was raised by people that were successful, that demanded what they wanted out of life and got what they wanted out of life, despite racism. Okay? You guys, listen. Don't piss me off, Leah. Don't piss me off talking about my grandparents, because my grandfather actually faced real fucking racism all his life. And you know what he did? He was successful despite the racism. And I'm talking about being jumped by white people, having to beat a white person's ass every other day. I'm talking about that type of racism. Okay? I'm talking about segregation type of racism. Like, my grandfather is such an icon for being as successful as he was during that time period. And so, you know, the bullshit that these blacks are talking about today with, oh my God, white supremacy is the reason why black people don't have... I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, because it's an insult to my grandfather, who persevered, overcame, made choices, looked at the deck of cards that he was dealt, the hand that he was dealt, and he played the right cards to get where he was, to provide for his children and to provide for me and my other cousins and his other grandchildren. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about the victimhood complex. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like, not a song I'm going to play. Not in this household. It's not going platinum. Don't piss me off, because it's disgusting. It's just disgusting. The amount of people that cry racism and white supremacy and everything is like the fault of racism. It's like the boogeyman. It's like the boogeyman. It's like people have to find someone else to blame. That's part of the problem. It's part of the problem. No one has the ability to look within or look at a fucking mirror and realize it's you. It's actually you. You're the problem. You're the cunt with the problem. It's you. It's you. No one has the ability to do that anymore, and that's the biggest problem. Leah, what? So yes, I feel the mindset. Yes. So yes, that's where that came. Yes. Yes. Listen, as much as I bitch and complain about my life sometimes, I know that I'm the author of my story. I know that I'm the author of my story. And for the 5% of things that are not going my way, that are truly, honestly out of my control, that I have to react to, there's that 95% of things that I do fucking control, that I do have the ability to influence and to change and to work towards, or to not work towards, or to make other decisions and choices. So, so yeah, you know, I've never viewed my race as an obstacle, because it isn't. It isn't for me in my life. My race will never be an obstacle. Until there's institutionalized racism, my race will never be an issue for me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. That's crazy. Um, Leobo, Leobo pissed you off. Yeah, that kind of made me go on a rant. Sorry, Leah. You triggered me when you brought up the whole "I'm not a victim." Okay. Every day's a different national holiday, brother. You're right, Blake. Every day there's something else going on. Gotta get rid of "it's my birthday week, it's my birthday month." So irritating. Let's start with that. I heard there was a White History Month, Cho. I hope not. Girl, how'd I get blamed for that rant? Because you mentioned something about victimhood. It was your fault. 100% your fault. The call is coming from inside the house. It is. It usually is. It usually is coming from inside the house. I'm just stood here quietly with the fire extinguisher. Thank you, DJ. Ronan was behind you with the water hose. So yeah, I don't know. Throws gas. Typical. But yeah, I don't know, guys. That's just the way I feel. I'm really upset. Well, no, I'm not really upset. I lied. I'm not upset. But it is perturbing, the whole race relations right now with the whole Shiloh thing. The whole Shiloh and the Carmelo Anthony thing. It's very interesting. It's diabolical, really. It's kind of funny, but not funny, because people are genuinely upset about all this stuff. But listen, the low IQ girls are fighting. Did your comment get flagged, Derek? Maybe it did. What do you have to say? Yeah, share, Rob. SCE bias. Share your Bible verse. I don't mind. What did you say, Derek? I don't think I saw your comment. I'm so sorry. Um, but yeah, people are upset, and I feel like, so let me give you guys my take on the Shiloh situation. It's not going to be surprising. Do I think she should have called that little boy the N word? No, I don't. No, that's very low base, low quality, low IQ, animal like behavior. Like, she should be shamed. Like, you're a mother. You would never want someone calling your child a slur. Like, at your big age, bullying a small child is wild. I heard he was autistic. Who knows? I don't know how old the kid is. Regardless, calling some young child a slur, crazy. Apparently, the black boy, was stealing from her boy, right? Which is a pretty terrible thing to do. But kids do terrible things all the time, especially in the playground. But I don't think she should have. Like, why are you arguing with? Why are you in there like a verbal altercation with a child? That's strange to me. Like, you should have gotten his mother and called her the N word. Maybe you should have called her the N word, not the son. Like, not the son. That's strange to me. Like, I wouldn't even be mad at her if she called the mom the N word. But calling a child the N word, that's crazy. Like, you are an animal. Like, you have no impulse control at all. Just like the 5-year-old child that stole from your child, you are on the same impulse control as that child. It's embarrassing, Shiloh. Embarrassing. But here's where it gets interesting. Okay. The whites are sick of the blacks. They just are. They just are. You know, statistically speaking, that is. They're sick of the statistical norms in the black community and black culture. They're sick of the criminality. They're sick of the violence. They're sick of being victims, and they're sick of DEI. They're sick of institutionalized racism that has been wielded against them. So they're sick of it. They're sick of like bail reform where criminals that tend to be black are let out of the jail system because we think we have this issue with over jailing black people for crimes. Stop doing fucking crimes. Stop doing crimes. I don't know. Call me crazy. Really easy to stay out of jail. Hasn't happened to me yet. It hasn't happened to me yet, y'all. But the whites are tired. And so what I think happened with the Shiloh situation is she had a moment where she snapped and she's taking out all of her racial anger against blacks on this child, which is so disgusting to me. It's disgusting to treat a child like that, right? And so her anger is misplaced. This is an isolated incident that happened on the fucking playground. And she's hooting and hollering and going crazy. Now, of course, we live in 2025 on Al Gore's internet where anytime you do anything controversial, you have to be doxxed, you have to be eviscerated, you have to be sent to the guillotine, honey. Okay, you gotta be doxxed. You gotta lose your job. You gotta lose your livelihood. You gotta have your children taken away. So that's what's been happening to Shiloh. And so the white people said, listen, if y'all want to have Carmelo Anthony, who murdered, who, in my opinion, allegedly, he murdered a person, if black people want to rally around him, this degenerate young boy who murdered another young boy in high school, then we're going to rally behind our own low-class degenerate animal, Shiloh. So, I mean, and as far as I saw, last time I saw, she was up to $600,000 on her GoFundMe, and Carmelo Anthony's only up to about $500. So the whites are winning. The degenerate whites are winning right now. The battle. It's something. It's something. It's very interesting. I mean, I don't support either side, but I listen, guys, these are all nuanced. This is a nuanced conversation. You have to be willing to have nuanced conversations, admit truth throughout the entire situation. Always admit truth. Regardless of where your opinion lies and where your feelings lie, admit truth and acknowledge truth, okay? But anyway, let's read some comments. No temptation has overtaken you that is not common to humankind, and God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, he will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. But thank you so much. My wife is black and I'm a Florida boy. Nothing new under the sun, Rob. I like that one. I agree completely, Derek. That's the whole I don't see color thing. Let's not lie or feed sugarcoated bullshit. We aren't colorblind, but it doesn't have to mean because we're different someone or better or worse based on skin color. Yeah. We're sick of feeling like we have to walk on eggshells or we'll be filmed and doxxed and canceled or even attacked over something that had nothing to do with race because someone is black. Yes. Yeah, I get him. Yeah, be mad at who you're really mad at and speak your truth instead of swallowing it until it makes you word vomit all over someone innocent. This man really isn't wrong. As a white guy, I love the black community and have black relatives, but the overarching stats are hard to swallow. The truth is the truth. And I think that black people, we don't want to admit that the call is coming from within the house. Sorry. But, and it's kind of like the whole, like, I can talk about my mama and I can drag my mama, but you can't drag her. I feel like black people have that whole mentality, but for the entire fucking race. And it's toxic and it's problematic because it doesn't lead to solutions, right? So when you think about some of the worst statistics in the black community and how violent our culture has become and how criminalized our culture has become, and who is it affecting the most? Spoiler alert, it's not whites. It's not whites. It's blacks. It's blacks. The black on black crime is so devastatingly high, right? And so I just find it hard to believe, because I'm a rational thinking person, okay? I find it hard to believe, to wrap my head around the idea and the narrative that the skyrocketing black on black crime is due to white supremacy. I just can't relate to that narrative. A black man shooting another black man is somehow the white man's fault. I just can't. In cities that, mind you, in cities that are Democrat run, that are full of black congressmen and black politicians, but somehow it is still the fault of white supremacy, the way blacks treat one another. Y'all, that's where y'all lose me every time. That's where the black community loses me every single fucking time. Every time y'all lose me when you try to rationalize some bullshit like that. It's just crazy to me. Sorry, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Let's break some more. Stay tuned. Next week, the podcast will be heavily stat-based. Should be interesting. Poverty drives some of it, but at some point I feel the crime drives the poverty. You know what, Rob? And I'm sick of hearing that shit too. Being poor does not automatically make you a criminal. Being poor is not the reason why you have to go shoot up a place. Okay? Being poor is not why you are murdering people. Listen. And the reason, and I don't mean to jump down your throat, Rob, but I'm just triggered by that comment because there are other poor populations in this country that does not have the same vitriolic behaviors as the black community. There are poor whites. Listen, poor whites do not have the same crime stats as poor blacks. Why is that? It's not just poverty. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that. It's insulting. It's a little insulting. It's a little insulting. Because there are many people that are going through rough times financially that are not going to suddenly become prone to joining a gang. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm just sick of that. I'm sick of that notion and that narrative as well. I really want to get back down to personal, individual responsibility and accountability. I want to get back to the basics. I want to get back down to the golden rule. Why are you treating people in a way that you would not want to be treated by others? Let's get back down to the basics, right? Let's get back down to, if you do A, B occurs. But B only occurs if you do A. Let's get back. Do I gotta get my calculator out? 1 + 1 = 2? Let me get the math out, because make sure I'm still of sound mind. So 1 + 1, it's still 2. See? It is still 2. So I'm not fucking crazy. I had to just check sometimes. I gotta check sometimes. Exactly, Cho. And remain teachable and admit your own shortcomings. Hi, homing demon. Still have the extinguisher blanket too now. You can't be mine. No, it certainly can't help pedestalizing people like King Vaughn. Have no idea who that is. What percentage of the black community would you say would think? What you say think like you? Ooh, that's a tough question. I would say 20 to 30%, and that's optimistic. I say 20 to 30%. I'll give you a range. 2 words choke me up just by saying them. They conjure up so much emotion. Unconditional love. We all crave it, need it, want it, but it's hard to acquire. Self-love is also closely tied. Yeah. That's why I said I think the crime drives the poverty. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're totally right, Rob. I think you're totally right. Thank you so much, Leah Bobia. We appreciate you. Thanks for always being a force for truth on Al Gore's internet, period, Leah. You know how I am. Hey, Bailey Hoover. Some little baby was running up and down the hotel hallway and hotel lobby. Little homie was tagged by himself. A calculator on standby for 1 plus 1 is actually hilarious. I have to double check sometimes, Rob, to make sure that the math that I do in my head is still accurate. Because listen, a lot of liberals love to change definitions. They love to change the meanings of words. I would not be shocked if they tried to change mathematics as well to align with their narratives that they want to push in propaganda. So I have to always double check to make sure that my calculator is still calibrated for truth. I don't know. Hi, sports jazz fan. Cavaliers let me down tonight. But they always let you down. It's the Cavaliers. 30 is generous. 20 seems fairish. Yeah, 20. 20. And I think even 20 is generous. But I'm trying to be nice. You know, I'm not trying to have all my fellow blacks call me a coon and try to dox me and, you know, try to ruin my life. Because I have a good life. Hey, Zane Matthews. I don't see it as a race issue. We don't protest in large numbers. It's not coordinated enough. Imagine if 100,000 people marched onto D.C. What state are you from? I'm in South Carolina myself. I'm in Ohio, the great state of Ohio. I love Ohio. Very underrated. I love South Carolina too. Hilton Head. Love Hilton Head. What is that other city near Hilton Head? Not Augusta. Oh my God, I can't think of it now. It's a very historic city. Lot of history. They have very liberal drinking laws. You can drink out in the streets. It's fun. It's cute. What is that city called? Not Charleston. No, not Charleston. It's like legitimately like 30 minutes away from Hilton Head. Like maybe 45 minutes, an hour, maybe. It's not far. I think it starts with an A. I'm about to look this shit up. South Carolina cities. You know, I'm a Googler. I'm gonna always Google it. Or maybe I'm thinking it's in North Carolina. Wait a minute. You know, y'all doing too fucking much. Y'all need to just combine the Carolinas into Carolina. You know what I mean? Okay, wait, let me just Google. Wait, I'm gonna just Google. Let me just Google Hilton Head. Okay. It's right near map. I'm a Googler. Bear with me. Savannah, Georgia. That's funny. So Savannah is not in South Carolina. It's in Georgia, apparently. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I led you astray. Sorry. I love Savannah, Georgia. I love Savannah, Georgia. Get the calculator out, y'all. Get the calcs out. They should aspire to be more like you. I agree, Zane Matthews. They should. I've been to Ohio. I loved it. Went to Canton and Sandusky. I'm from Toledo, Ohio, which is right near Sandusky. Savannah, Georgia. Yes, I'm thinking of Savannah, Georgia. I love Asheville, North Carolina. I've been there plenty of times. I just got home from Germany. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back home, SK. Welcome back. What the fuck? So 1 + 1 = 2, but A equals S, period. Yes. It was so okay. So here's the rationale. Savannah has a lot of A's in it. And so when you think of Savannah, Georgia, you think of the letter A. I don't think of the letter S. I think of the letter A. That's the way my brain works. Savannah is a poor man's Charleston. Well, I haven't been to Charleston. I guess I gotta go to Charleston. Have a good night, Lebo B. We love you. You knew I was talking about Savannah, Georgia. So you knew, Rob, you knew what I was talking about because you know that Savannah really should start with the letter A. Like, come on. I gotta visit Charleston. I have some internet friends that are there. Yeah, Leah will be a spirit, will be here for maybe 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes, but then her spirit will kind of die down and then she'll really be asleep. Disney has a resort at Hilton Head Island, Turtle's Nest there. Oh, interesting. I want to go to Charleston now. See what all the ravening about. Hi, Auntie Charlene. How are you? What's going on? If you like Savannah, you love Charleston. It does everything better, buddy. Plan your trip soon, man. Well, listen, I visit North Carolina every year. My partner has family in the Southern Pines area, in the Pinehurst area. So I visit there every year, and it's a really fun time. We love it so much. I love visiting there. But I feel like on this next go-round, I want to stop somewhere else on the way to North Carolina, kind of make it like a full-blown, kind of like a road trip almost. We stop a couple places, visit some friends, hang out. I don't know if I want to do it in North Carolina. Do we pass through Tennessee? I don't know my map. I have to Google the map. But, you know, I kind of want to make it a little bit of a road trip. And not just stay in Southern Pines. You know what I mean? A lot say it's the most historic city in the country. Charleston, I've heard that. It's also where the Civil War began. My partner's a big history buff. He would love that. Hey, Cho, I've been a little MIA lately. How have you been? Why have you been MIA? I've been terrible, Izzy. To be quite frank with you, I've been very overwhelmed. I've had a little bit too much on my plate. Luckily, over the next several days, things will be dramatically leaving my plate, which I think I'll be in a much better place. Does my spirit ever really die? It doesn't. Hi, Sketch and Art. Hello, Cho. Sorry it took a while, but the drawing will be almost finished this week. And this is my question today. Opinion about Sonic games and the fans itself. So, unfortunately, Sketch and Art, I am not a Sonic player currently. I have not played a Sonic game since Sonic Adventure 2. And I know that my audience skews younger. Bitch, you were nowhere near being thought of, let alone born, when Sonic Adventure 2 was out. That was for a gaming console called Dreamcast. I'm sure you have no idea what I'm talking about. But that was my favorite Sonic game ever. I loved it so much. The music is so good. The board design, so good. The ability to play against other players, amazing. Just a really rock solid Sonic game. So I don't really have much of an opinion on the fan base of Sonic games today, since I'm pretty much out of the loop. And also, don't worry about taking so long on the drawing. You're an artist. I'm looking forward to it, regardless of how long it takes. Stop in the Virginia mountains. You should stop here. I should stop there. Or West Virginia. I don't know. I remember them from the drive to Ohio. They were beautiful. I'm good. I got fed up of negative comments in my live streams, sexual and sexist comments. How do you deal with it in your live streams? I went to the live stream, but it's disturbing for me. Well, you're not going to like this answer, Auntie Charlene, but you have to just learn to stop giving a fuck. You know, like when people, okay, you have two options. One, and they both are difficult, perhaps. One option, start moderating. Start moderating. Create a culture where that type of comment is not acceptable. You know, maybe start modding people that are part of your community, that is a regular part of your community, that will moderate those comments as they come in. So that's one option. Or number two, stop giving a fuck. These are strangers. These are people whose opinions you really shouldn't be valuing. Anyone that is speaking to you in a negative way, unprovoked, is not someone that you should be valuing whatsoever. You're too busy for that, you know? And so, I guess, yeah, comments hurt, I guess, yeah. I mean, I can't relate to that feeling, but I understand that people are hurt by comments sometimes on the internet. You know, the only people that can hurt my feelings are people that I actually value. So, you know, a random troll coming in here and calling me the N-word or calling me a homo, girl, okay, what else is new? And I've been the N-word since I was born. I've been a homo forever. Tell me something else new. Right? You have a vagina. Okay. You're a cunt. Yeah, I have a vagina. Okay. Next. Do you like the book I'm reading? You know, Charlene? So I don't know. That's the best I can give you, Auntie. I really don't know another way outside of those two routes. Either start moderating or training yourself to have thicker skin and ignoring the comments. Having fun with the comments. I have fun with the comments. You know. Fantasy Star Online. Masterpiece. Masterpiece, masterpiece, masterpiece. The Dreamcast was a masterpiece. 25 here and never really got into Sonic. Sonic does have a game at Top Golf now. It was pretty fun. Oh, that's cool. I have Sonic from my Game Gear. I haven't seen any comments like that here. Oh, well, Rob, you haven't been around long enough. You're new here, Rob. Don't worry. You're new here. We have subscriber only chat on, and I think that has really dramatically diminished the spam because trolls are lazy pieces of shit. They don't want to do shit. They just want to spew their vitriol with easy access. They don't have the energy or the IQ or the desire to hit the subscribe button to then spam or spew vitriol. So I haven't really had issues with spam, which has been incredible. I like this. I like this a lot. This is much more enjoyable. Of course, the views have been dramatically down. You know, I need you guys to like my content, comment on my content, like the stream, because my views have been really down, and it's already bad enough that I don't make any money from these live streams, really. So if you like what I do, become a member. Consider becoming a member or liking my other content here on YouTube that is monetized. But yeah, when I have subscriber only chat off, it gets pretty chaotic. People are nasty. But I like a troll. I love a troll. I like to fight. So like I don't mind it. I just got back from Mannheim, Germany. I'm so much Z. I can't let the bots get to you. Okay, thanks. I want to interact with my viewers, but you had a mod. Who did you dirty? I did. I had a mod who did me dirty. I did, but I think that that is not the norm, to be quite frank with you. That has not been my overall experience with moderators, Auntie Charlene. Most of my moderators are amazing people. They are an eclectic bunch. They are like my family. They're a little bit crazy, but we love them. Also, it's quite different here, Charlene. My moderators don't moderate comments. That's not their job. The only job for my moderators is to get rid of spam. So if there's hate speech that comes here in this channel, they don't moderate that because I believe in freedom of speech. I'm a freedom of speech absolutist. You know, like obviously you can't like incite harm or violence, like those things are illegal, but like hate speech is totally okay with me. Like you can say what the fuck you want to look ugly and show your motherfucking ass for the internet to see, by all means, honey, you're not hurting my feelings. So it's easier to be a mod here in my channel. In fact, the reason that moderator did me dirty is because he actually kicked someone out of the stream that he disagreed with, and we just don't behave that way here. Oh, trust me, Rob, it's a good group right now, and he has it on subscriber only mode. He used to get some crazy shit. He even has a journal with names people call him and reads it sometimes. Yes, I keep saying that I'm going to do that reel, that YouTube short. I'm gonna really do that this week. Be a live streamer harder than people think. Hats off to anybody who tries to shoot. Adam the Ghost, hey my bro, how you been? Good to oh hey Adam the Ghost, what's going on, Adam? How are you? Dreamcast was my favorite gaming system I ever owned, way ahead of its time, man. It had online gaming 6 years before any of it. I know. Dreamcast, a legend, an icon, forever will be the moment. Soul Calibur was on Dreamcast. I mean, Power Stone was on Dreamcast. I mean, come on now. When sub chat is off, it's mental in here. 100 comments of dog shit. Yeah. And listen, spam is my kryptonite. I get really, really annoyed with spam. It just really irks my soul. I have a reverence for the time you guys spend in my community chatting with me and talking shit with me. And so I really do like to endeavor to read all your comments, and spamming makes that very, very difficult. So that's why that's the only rule here. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say, but just don't spam. I think it was 2001. My dad ordered me one from Japan to Australia. I love that for you, Adam. You have a great dad. Have you ever thought of doing live call-ins during your streams? I have thought about that. However, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how do you do that though? I don't even know how you do that. Maybe we'll try that. Maybe we will try a live call-in next weekend sometime to see how it works. I don't know. I don't mind it. Oh no, I've been great lately, to be honest. I took a few days off from just life, if that makes sense, and that helped. But I'm sorry you've been overwhelmed. It'll get better soon. It will. I'm gonna make sure that it does. I was wondering why it was so low-key tonight. Yes, perspective. I'm only doing sub-only chat moving forward, I think. I just enjoy it better. I don't enjoy the low view count, but I enjoy it better, and to be quite frank with you, that's what the fuck matters. I've watched several lives. Do you just say what's going on, or is it about the drama that's going on? What's the channel about? Love you, by the way. TLM17. I'll explain to you what the channel is about. So I am a lifestyle vlogger. So every week I upload vlogs about my life, what I'm doing, what I'm eating, what I'm cooking, what I'm drinking, what I'm buying. And that's what I do. I do shorts about my life. You know, I'm gardening right now. Oh, by the way, if you have not seen that YouTube short where I was asking you guys for your opinions on what to plant in this year's garden, if you have not put your comments down, put your comments down now, because I'm going to be talking to the owner of the plot and we're going to be deciding what we're planting. So if you want to influence that process and to see what I'm planning for my garden series this year, put the shit in now, okay? But outside of that, TLM, I like to have these live streams, which I affectionately call my office hours. If you're a college student, then you know what office hours are. It's when you're a professor, and I'm Professor Kim Jong Cho. Um, it's when you have blocks of time throughout the week to go talk to your professor about random shit in class. And so these live streams are whatever you make them to be. Ask me questions, I'll answer them. You know, I'm a pretty much an open book. There's very few things that I don't talk about. I don't really reveal personal details that would dox myself. I don't talk about my work. Well, I talk about it, but not in ways that will identify where I work. Um, but outside of that, I'm a pretty much open book. I'm a very opinionated person. And so yeah, you know, that's kind of what I do here on YouTube. Thank you for being here, by the way. I really, really appreciate you. Ronan, I'm so happy to hear and see someone else who appreciates the Dreamcast, man. Till this day, it's my favorite gaming system I ever owned. Hey, Johanna, how are you? I missed you too. Dreamcast was too far ahead of its time. It was. Okay, I understand. So if I get a sexual or sexist comment, I should just not acknowledge them? Correct. Just don't acknowledge them. Read over them. Pass over them. Don't give it any attention. Hey, Rachel, what's going on? Hi, 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 hi. My respect for you went up, way up, because you know about the Dreamcast. Well, of course, anyone who's anyone knows about the Dreamcast. Anyone that's anyone knows about the Dreamcast. Come on now. My viewers in the stream get upset with me if I don't acknowledge their comments by reading them, or if I get behind and reading them. My channel must be attracting some weird, impatient people. That happens. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I love your channel. I love that. Tell me, what are the struggles of being a stay-at-home mom, and what are some of the pros? That's interesting. Do you know the tutor history? I do not, but I did. That's so funny that you're asking me about that, Jade Official, because we did just discuss a tutor style mansion in the Discord channel not too long ago. In the home channel on Discord. I don't know if you're part of the Discord, Jade Official, but if not, you should. Check the pinned comment. Join the Discord channel. But yeah, I don't know much about tutor history. Big taxes, large taxes, massive taxes, humongous taxes. Hi, Angelica Adnan, or Aden. Charlene, Cho tells us at times to go check your stream out, so he's a real supporter of you. You may be getting some of the weird people from our group. Not you clocking RT, Ronan. Don't tell her that. But I do share your stream on the Discord channel, Charlene. I do quite often because, you know, I love listening to you read books to us. And I know you may not consider your channel to be an ASMR channel. But to me, I view it as unintentional ASMR, which to some people is what they're looking for in an ASMR channel. That unintentional ASMR, that content creator who is creating content that is relaxing to listen to, that can put people at ease without intending to do that through ASMR. So I love your channel, and I'm always, whenever I catch you live, I listen in for a little bit. I don't always say hi, but I'll listen in for a little bit, and then I'll share it in the Discord and hopefully send some people over your way. Anyway, I'm opinionated too, and I love how Cho is so open to talk about just about anything. Yeah. Can I help you with reading? Sure. You're worth staying up late with. Thank you, Rod K. I appreciate you, Rob. Cons, being home a lot. Pros, my man provides financially. I love it. Wouldn't take it back. I love my kids. Well, what's wrong with being home a lot? You may need a better home. Listen, I love my home. If I could stay here all the time, I would. Don't piss me off because I have such reverence for the home. The home is the last vanguard for peace, protection, autonomy. It's the last bastion of peace in society. Because every time you take a step out your motherfucking front door, you are then bombarded and attacked by our government, by these institutions, by animals. And I don't mean animals, I mean people. It's just the home is such a sacred place that if you are not comfortable and happy in it, how can you be happy anywhere, right? I get lonely, friends don't visit, that's all. I love my comfy house, but that's awesome. That's good. Okay. I don't mean to rant. I'm a ranter, by the way. I like to rant, so certain comments will trigger me into a rant. Don't take offense to it. I'm glad you love your house. So maybe what you should do, homegirl, start having some get-togethers at home. You know, you're a homemaker. You should be able to entertain, right? Invite some girls over for afternoon tea. You know, how about you schedule something where some of you and the girlfriends can get together before school pickup? You know what I mean? Like make it, you know, make it work. Make it work. You can do that. You can manage that, I think. You can manage that, I think. I'm only happy when I get back home each day safe and sound. Listen, Shirley, I'm trying to tell you, because the way this world is built these days, every time you step foot out your door, you're in danger. You're in danger. It's true. Look, just look at the world. Open your eyes. I got a pair of eyes, 20/20 vision with my glasses. 20/20 visions. I see what I see. And what I see is quite ugly when it comes to outside my home. Um, yeah, have Cho watch parties on the weekends. Period. Yeah. Gather your other stay-at-home moms and y'all can all watch me. And Rod makes a great point too. He loves his home and he's very careful about who he lets into his space. I agree. I don't really, I just got done giving you advice to invite people into your home, but also be particular about who you're inviting, right? Because again, like I just said, your home is the last bastion of peace. You don't want that to be disturbed by outside negative energy, right? You don't want to invite people that, don't want the best for you and your family. But I trust that you have good judgment when it comes to people. I had a massage today and cupping for the first time. So pain relieving and relaxing. I hope it helps to relieve some anxiety too. Oh, that's interesting. I want to go see my Reiki healer. I need to go see her. I'm going to text her tomorrow. I don't like company. Every time you step outside the house, Molly, you in danger, girl. Well, it's true. It's true, Miss Model. It is true. It's true. What's up, sir? What's going on? Sir, as a fellow gamer, by the way, are we all buying Elden Ring, Night Rain? Tell me you're all buying Elden Ring, Night Rain, because we will be playing together. We will be playing together. We will be playing that game together. Froggy and I will be leading the teams in Elden Ring, Night Rain. But, sir, are you a fan of the Dreamcast? What are your thoughts on Dreamcast? We were having a discussion earlier about the Dreamcast. Give us your thoughts, all your thoughts. Only let my mom come over. Yes, I get complimented of how my home is so cozy, and yes, I am very particular of who comes into my home, my haven. As you should, TLM, as you should, babe. Yes, self-care is important. We need to make time for it, period. Don't get me started, Cho. I wish I never saw that damn trailer. I get addicted to shit and I don't have the time. Okay, Ronan, listen. The good thing, okay, I'm gonna convince you. I'm about to influence you, okay? I know that if you know anything about Elden Ring, you know that these are lifetime commitments. You can't just start an Elden Ring game without throwing the rest of your life away, right? That's not the format of Night Rain, though. That's not how Night Rain is working. Night Rain is what I would describe as a game where it's a couple hours, not even a couple hours maybe, but maybe a couple hours and you're done. Like these are raids. Like these are raids. These are essentially raids that you're doing, but within the structure of an Elden Ring game. This is not like an MMO. This is not like you're building a character, you're finding armor. This is like instance-based games where you are in one instance, you play that game and you're done. And then you start, it's like it's generated to be unique every time you play it. The surroundings, the enemies, the boards, da da da. And so I feel like it is markedly different from the traditional Elden Ring and From Software games, in that there is not a lot of commitment that you have to invest, long term at least. It seems to me like Elden Ring Night Rain is going to be a game that you can pick up and put down when you want. Did I sell it? Did I sell it? I'm too old. I still have Pac-Man. Not Pac-Man. Rod K. Not Pac-Man. I love Pac-Man. I need a PS4. I'm still on 3. Now, I've been playing older games like Lenore BF1 and the Batman Arkham series. Newer games just seem so soulless. Well, you have a point there. My husband is a gamer and he got PS5 for his birthday. He loved it. But good for him. Congratulations. I'm addicted to gaming. I had to quit. I don't even have solitaire on my phone. I love Elder Scrolls. Oh, that's a good game. I also couldn't get enough of Portal. Oh, Portal. No one talks about Portal these days. I would play MMO games for months. Well, that's what they're designed for. That's what they're designed for. Hell yeah, Dreamcast was awesome. I never owned one, but my older brother did. I played Resident Evil Code Veronica and Sonic Adventures, as you should. I don't understand most RPGs outside of Xenosaga, Dragon Age, and Final Fantasy. What are some good intro games for beginners? My experience has exclusively been Just Dance and other games for the Wii console. Well, Miss Model, if you're not into gaming, then maybe it's not for you. There is such a wide breadth of video games, genres, and styles. That's extremely hard for me to even begin to give you ideas. I mean, if you like the Wii, then I say stick to games for the Wii. You know, maybe a Nintendo Switch might be good because that's kind of like, that's like we coded. It's in the same wheelhouse, obviously. It seems like you like games, games that you can play with friends and family, show off to other people. So maybe even a Mario Party would be something that's good for you, or a Mario Kart. On a more serious tip, even Dead by Daylight is a game that I particularly love playing with friends as survivors. So, those are a couple ideas I have. I'm a straight man, you a straggot, but I'm feeling love to our friendship. Well, I love my straggots, Rocket. I feel like more straggots watch my channel than homos. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Is that not interesting? I think it's interesting. The straggots love me. The straggots love me. What can I say? Wait, they on PS5 now? Girl, you late. Oh yeah, it is definitely different in the play schemes. It is going to definitely be the way you describe, and that's why I can't. The problem is I can't put shit down. I will watch for now. That's fine. That's fine. Oh my god, I love Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. Get a MetaQuest 2 or 3. VR gaming is super fun. Yeah, that might be more up her speed because she seems to like maybe more of the physical activity of it all, the physical aspect of gaming. And I think that VR has now made that a greater possibility, a greater reality. Get it? Virtual reality, making physical gaming reality. Update, I have PS4, so I just remember 5 is out. What do you think about The Last of Us adaptation on HBO? I have no idea, Patrick Torres. I know the conservatives are up in arms about it, but they're up in arms about everything. So I don't know. I did recently, I don't know anything about Last of Us. I just discovered Fat Brett. If you listen, let me put y'all on. If you like video game essays, you need to subscribe to Fat Brett. FATTBRETT. Fat Brett. I have rewatched so many of his video game essays because they are that fucking good. Okay? Go subscribe to Fat Brett. Listen, I'm not even LBB here. Hey Banksy, yeah, her spirit's still here, but she's asleep. His essays are so fucking good. And the reason he just came up to me is because I just listened to his essay on the construction of a villain. And it's about Ellie from season 2, the second game of Last of Us. And it's such a great I've never played the game, by the way. But I watch his videos, even about games that I don't play, because the way he captures the storytelling and the thematics and the themes and everything within the games and the character themes and the character development, it's magical. It's just magical. He really transports you into the games, and he transports you into the head and the hearts of these video game characters. So I love him so much. One of my favorite YouTubers. Go subscribe. He's just fucking great. So anyway, to answer your question, Patrick Torres, no, I have no thoughts on The Last of Us adaptation on HBO. I don't really watch TV or movies, so I don't know. Dying Light is a superb and underrated survivor game. I know I'm behind, and I play Elder Scrolls 2. Thank you. I'll look into these. Thanks for the suggestions, everyone. Hey, Banksy. Radicate, I love effeminate men. I'm a bit butch. My masculine energy is attracted to feminine energy in men, gay or straight. We've been down this road before. I haven't played in a while because I've become OD, not sleeping. My guy plays Red Dead and GTA and Harry Potter. I like watching. Playing Rivals now, Cho. Hero shooters aren't my favorite, but it's a good time. Using Thor and Iron Man is super fun. Rivals, listen. The girls love Rivals. The girls love Rivals. I think I'm not going to get into any games except for Elden Ring, Night Rain. Because I know it's coming out at the end of this month. So I don't want to... Because I'm kind of a mono gamer. So, like, I get really addicted to one game and I want to master it. I want to, like, learn about it. I want to learn the lore about it. And so I'm going to just hold the horses on any video games until Night Rain comes out. And then that's what I'll be playing. You're a strong man, and I'm proud of you being who you are. I tell my kids, so you. Thank you, Rod. I appreciate that, Rod. Skyrim. That's why you're my twin, period. Thanks for the info. Oh, you're welcome. You're so cute, Cho. Oh, thank you, Banksy. I'm feeling a bit cuter these days, now that I'm getting a little bit of my rest back. I'm still quite ugly, but for my standards, my lips are dry as fuck, my teeth are yellow as fuck, my teeth are crooked as fuck. But, like, it's fine. Check out Analyzing Evil by The Vile Eye. Damn good content about villains. Oh, been there, done that. Been there, done that. Love it. Yes, good content. Yes, I've watched him. I just got home from work. How's your day been, Cho? It wasn't bad. It wasn't restful, but it wasn't bad. So it's fine. I just gotta get through a couple more days. By next Friday, I should be back to normal, I think, by next Friday. But I am drinking a new tea. I'm drinking an English breakfast with rose petals. I'm not typically a fan of rose petal. I mean, not typically a fan of English breakfast, but baby, this is incredible. It adds a brightness, a slight astringency from the rose petal. It's delicate, but adds depth. It's good. You become so cute when you describe or talk about things you love or are excited about. Well, listen, I can't help it. I can't help it. I get excited. I'm very expressive. You know how I am. I'm very expressive. I talk with my hands, very flamboyant. What can I do? What kind of work do I do? I work in the restaurant industry. I've worked in the restaurant industry for about 10 plus years, at least 10, about 12 years. I've managed one particular restaurant for the last 10 years. Thank you for bringing up tea. I almost forgot to start my sun tea. Almost 1 a.m. here in Toronto. Got a really busy day tomorrow. Glad I caught your live. Thanks for your advice. I'll try to live stream again soon. Have a great day, night, darling. Bye-bye. Speaking of HBO adaptations, what do you think is the disconnect when studios translate games to film and TV? Who has done the best, and what franchise would you want to see next? Again, this is a terrible question for me because I don't watch TV or movies. I really listen. We got into a big fight a couple weeks ago. The biggest fight ever because one of my viewers, who I love, I think he's autistic. Like so many of my viewers. I love the autists. I love them to death. I love my autistic community. I feel like a lot of people in my stream is like in my community is autistic. Isn't that weird? What is it about me? Am I autistic? I don't know. Anyway, this guy just caught a bug in his asshole because he was asking me who my favorite celebrity crush was, my male celebrity crush, and I told him I don't know any celebrities like that to have a crush on a man. I just learned who Bradley Cooper was earlier today. I don't know who the fuck Bradley Cooper is. And quiet as it's kept, I still don't know who Bradley Cooper is. Apparently, he was like the raccoon in some famous movie recently. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know. So he got his panties in a bunch because he was like, well, how do you not watch TV or movies? You're an influencer. How do you not know? You're on social media. The algorithm, the Google algorithm, it puts TV shows on your news feed. How do you not know? You're lying. I don't know what he was on something that night. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with him, but he was on my ass about me not knowing celebrities and watching. Girl, why would I lie about something so mundane as that? Like, what? But no, I really don't watch TV or like the last movie. I couldn't tell you the last movie I saw. I want to say like in a movie theater. The last movie I saw in a movie theater was like a famous X-Men movie. And it was Easter. It was on Easter. It was an Easter weekend. And I was blackout drunk. It was like this was like 8, 9 years ago. Anyway, to answer that question, Ms. Model, I don't know. I don't know what the disconnect is when studios translate games to film and TV because I don't really watch film and TV. I do not know who the best is. I do not know what franchise I would want to see next. I don't want to see it, to be quite frank. Did you go to prom in high school, Cho? I did, Ronan, I did. Do you like BJ's restaurant or have you never been? I have been, okay, Martha, good question. I love that question. I have been, they used to be my dad's favorite restaurant back in the day when I was younger. I have never been to a BJ's restaurant as an adult, but I have been as a child, and I did enjoy it. Nacho calling us autistic. Well, listen, Banksy, I'm just telling you, there have been some people that have told me verbatim that they're autistic, and there have been others that I can clock as being autistic. So I don't know. This is autistic community. It's fine. We love freedom of speech. We love everybody here. Everybody's welcome. The racists are welcome here. The homos are welcome here. The blacks are welcome here. The illegal aliens are welcome here. The autistic folk are welcome. We're all welcome here in this community, okay? Because we're here to have discussions, okay? So we are all welcome here in this community. Have you gone back to the place that pissed you off during your run? Absolutely not, Rod K. Fuck them. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why would I go back to those bitches, those cunts? I would never give them another dollar of my money. Ever, ever, ever. And quiet as it's kept. This is how petty I am. This is how petty I am. I'm going to start going to the juicery across the street from them. And I actually sent them a DM. I sent them a DM. It's called Native Cold Press. They do juices. I sent Native Cold Press, and I told them how I had issues, how I'm a runner, I'm a long distance runner. I run 6 miles when I do run. I run all over the city of Columbus. In fact, I'm getting ready to sign up for the Columbus Marathon. But anyway, I told them, I said, ma'am, I'm a long distance runner. Right around where your juicery is where I like to take a 3-mile pit stop, okay? It's a 3-mile pit stop, right? 3-4 mile pit stop, whatever. And I told her sometimes I have a shirt on, sometimes I don't have a shirt on. I work in the restaurant industry, so I understand rules about not having shirts on. And she told me that no, we have a lot of runners come through here because it's this fucking short North Columbus. It's full of fucking runners. Oh, okay? So she's like, no, it's not a big problem. We have a lot of runners come through without any shirts on. We only require that you have shorts or pants on and shoes. Those are the only requirements. You're welcome to come here, and we look forward to seeing you soon. So, to answer your question, Rod K, I will never go back to that place for that ugly, red-headed cunt. He yelled at me. He'll never get a tip from me again. He'll never get $1 from me again. Never gonna happen again. So no. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to stop at Native Cold Press across the street and then walk my ass across the street holding my Native Cold Press juice. Take a little selfie and get Town Hall in the background. By the way, I ought to check to see what the owner of Town Hall, what his charges are right now and how his court case is going, because the owner of Town Hall, see, listen, never go against Cho, because karma happens fast when you come against me, right? The owner of Town Hall is being charged for attempted murder. Yes, you heard that correctly. The owner of Town Hall is being charged for attempted murder. Murder. You never win when you go against Cho. You never win when you go against Cho. So I cannot wait to be publicizing this all about this restaurant. I just can't wait. I can't wait. I'm so tickled. I'm so tickled. Okay. You done pissed me off. Stop. I gotta read comments. So no, to answer your question, I have not gone back to the place that pissed me off during my run. Nacho calling us autistic was true. Checks out. I'm hollering. Couldn't handle that guy. He was losing it. Thank you for saying that autistic people. I have a 15-year-old autistic son. You know what? Also, I have another funny story about autistic people. So I work in the restaurant industry, and I'm not gonna give away too many details about the restaurant, but I had a customer come in, and I'm a very social person. I'm a social butterfly. That's why my name is Show. I love people. I love yapping. I love talking, right? And I also love children. I love getting children to try new foods. I think it's really important for their developmental capacity to try and be open to new foods, tasting things, developing their palate. It's very important to me. And so whenever children come in, I really put in the extra work to get them to try different things on my menu. And I just was like going on about my day, doing what I do best, serving customers, chit chatting, talking their ears off, going to this table, going to that table. Is everything okay? What can I get for you? Who are you? Why are you here? What are you eating? Did you like it? Who's this with you? Da da da. So this mom comes in with her son and da da da. They eat whatever. But I kind of chatted the boy up. I'm like, you want to try this? I'll get you a simple list out of the kitchen. Da da da. Fine, whatever. And so at the end, before they left the restaurant, she comes up to me and she's like in almost like she's in tears almost. And she's like, I just want to tell you thank you because my son is autistic and I can never get him to eat food. Oh my God, I'm like getting choked up. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. She was like, I can never get my son to eat food and he struggles with that. And you were able to get him to eat. And I literally went in the bathroom and cried because I'm a pussy ass bitch. I'm a pussy ass bitch. I am. I'm a pussy ass homo. I am. I went in the bathroom and cried because like I had no idea that boy was even autistic. The fuck? What? What? I had no idea that the boy's autistic. I had no idea. I was doing my fucking job. And it goes to show you that you never know what a motherfucker is going through when you meet them in public. You never know what they're going through when you meet them in public. And so I implore you right now to treat people with kindness unprovoked. Like, you get a lot of these cunts out here that want to be mean, nasty, and rude, unprovoked. Do the opposite. Be kind and go out of your way to be generous to others unprovoked. Because you never know what kind of impact you can have on other people. And that woman, she was in tears thanking me for getting her son to eat food. And to me, that was nothing. I'm like, another customer, another little kid coming in. Let me try to get this kid to eat some food to expand his palate. Going through the motions, right? Thought nothing of it. Oh my God, guys. So anyway, I had a question. Oh, Patrick Torres. So you have a 15-year-old autistic son. So what I learned from that situation was that it's an invisible situation where like you can't look at someone and tell that they're autistic all the time. And that's something I think I was very ignorant about. I don't know. I think I was very ignorant about that. But how is that having an autistic son, Patrick? If you don't mind, what is that? How has that been challenging? Bradley Cooper being a raccoon. Oh my God, dying laughing right now. Rocket is cool. Who's Rocket? How can you be an influencer on YouTube and not know who Brad Pitt is? I do know who Brad Pitt is. I don't know any of the movies he plays in, but the reason I know who Brad Pitt is because of tabloids. He used to always be in the tabloids at the grocery store with Angelina Jolie and that girl from Friends, Jen. Anyway, so that's how I know who those three people are. I know them through going through Kroger, the grocery store line, looking at the tabloids and seeing they have like a love triangle or something. So that's why I know them. Okay. Just realized that banks and A-money go together, period. BJ's came into our city when I was in my 20s. Cho, clocking autisms. Yes. Everyone's on the spectrum. Just some are more spectrum-y than others. Period. Say allegedly after everything just in case. Well, listen, he is being charged for murder. That's a fact. He is being charged. That's why his ass is going to fucking court now. Listen, stop. So stop. No, it's not alleged. He is being charged for attempted murder. He's being charged for attempted murder. That's a fact. And kidnapping. And rape. Girl, karma happens at you fast. Motherfucker. Train your fucking employees to be respectful and kind to long-term customers. How stupid can you be? Anyway, do you use KY? What is KY? Hi, A Human and Meta. How are you? I wish we had more understanding people like you in the world. People can be so ignorant and mean when it comes to autistic kids. That story you said sounds like my son. He struggles eating too. That's so sweet, Joe. Yeah, I cried. I went to the bathroom and cried. Ciao. She killed me. She killed me when she said that to me. She literally killed me. Because she was crying. She was like, had tears all in her eyes, and she was thanking me. I'm like, oh my God. What? I had no idea the boy was autistic. That's why I was gad, because people thank me for my services all the time, but not for those types of reasons, you know what I mean? Then use KY. He loves using KY for your dad. What is KY? Ronan, my dad is dead. Well, what's the difference? That just gives me more control, right, Paul? Children with autism really do struggle with food. Such a blessing you brought to their mom. It's a challenge every day, and you have to have a lot of patience and support, and we celebrate the small things, period. Kids are amazing. I'm glad that touched your heart. Oh, it 100% did. KY jelly, it's loop for sex. Oh, you nasty, Paul. Why you ask me questions like that, Paul? I use wet. TMI, but that's what I use. Well, Patrick, I'm wishing you continue patience, perseverance, and that's tough. So I'm wishing you good luck with your child. It's a lifelong journey for you. Thoughts on a new bill plan to give rights for robots? That's ridiculous. Those are my thoughts. Ridiculous. Hi, Made by You. How are you? What's going on? I look familiar. Maybe I am familiar. Maybe we're cousins. What other questions do we have for me tonight, guys? We're going to end the stream in 10 minutes, probably. I have the longest day tomorrow. It's shocking how long my day's going to be tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it. I want to thank you for having a kind heart. You have no idea how much that means to us parents. Listen, you're so welcome, Patrick Torres, but I don't think... Listen, not to be negative, but it's a shame to me that being kind has to even be applauded. I feel like culturally, being kind to strangers and being kind unprovoked should just be a part of the culture. It should be the norm. It should be mediocre. It shouldn't be something that is like, oh my God, he's so nice. Oh my God, he was like respectful and like what? That's fucked up. It's fucked up. We've got a lot of ways to go in our society. But of course, you're welcome, Patrick Torres. Everyone deserves to be treated kindly. What are you doing tomorrow? Girl, you don't want to know. I have to pick up a friend. Girl. I take my friend to her doctor's appointments in the morning sometimes, so I have to do that early in the morning. Fuck me. I gotta take her to her doctor's appointment. After that, I've got to go to the restaurant to handle a couple things. After that, I've got to teach a cooking class. I'm teaching a cooking class tomorrow. I'm super excited. And then after that, I have to set up for the election because I work as an election poll officer for every election here in Columbus. They need Republicans desperately, so they pay us a little bit of extra to work the polls. So I got a long day tomorrow. I got a really, really, really long day. And then I have to work the polls the next day, and that's like a 5 a.m. to like a 10 p.m. situation. So that's fucked. I'm fucked on Tuesday. So it's a lot going on. It's already Monday morning for me. I'm about to start work. It's 7 a.m. I'm so sorry, Meta. Oh God. It's public holiday today in Australia. Oh my God, another Aussie? Oh my God, you should follow my good friend Fern. He's from Australia. Why does all the Aussies love me? I love my Aussies. I love my Aussies and my Kiwis. Is that what they call the New Zealanders? Kiwis? Who are Kiwis? Did I make that up? Who's a Kiwi? Because Banksy, are you a Kiwi, Banksy? What are you? Not me wishing Cho had kids. Yeah, I kind of wish I had kids in retrospect. But my partner is of the age where I think it's a little bit irresponsible to have children with him. I don't want to be a single dad. So, we passed that point. Should I get KFC? No. We're all connected. I don't understand not being kind to someone who doesn't give you a reason not to. I don't either. He'd definitely be a good dad. I think I would definitely be a good dad. I'd probably kill a bitch, though. I'd probably kill a bitch. Sorry, I probably would. Over mine? Absolutely, I would. Because the shit parents have to deal with these days with the indoctrination of our children, with the COVID madness that happened in 2020 through 2022, I'd kill a bitch over my child. I would. I'd have to homeschool him. I'd have to homeschool him. It infuriates me what's happening to children these days. I'm in Brissy. What's Brissy? That sounds cute, Brissy. That sounds cute, Brissy. You're in Brissy. I want to be in Brissy. Banksy is Kiwi. Oh, they are Kiwi. Okay, you are Kiwis. Okay. Autistic children are not for the weak, and we see y'all, Patrick. Keep your head up. Have a good day tomorrow, Cho. It was nice to catch you tonight. Oh, thank you so much, A Money. I love you so much. Cho, if you ever change your mind about having kids, I'm known to carry eggs. Listen, you wouldn't have to tell me twice, Banksy. Cause I know you got money, honey. I know you got a bank account. So like, if we're gonna have children, one of us gotta have money, right? And I'm still working to get my money game up right now. So yeah, I'll call you. Hey Siwan. Not Banksy out here slanging her eggs. She's slanging her eggs. She is. Is that short for Brisbane? Brissy, aka Brisbane. Brissy's Brisbane. It's like pronounced Brizzy. Ooh, Brizzy. I like that, Brizzy. Guys, I'm gonna get going. I'm so sorry. I know, Banksy, you're right. So I'm working on it, babe. I'm working on it. I promise you, I'm working on it. So guys, not everybody, not the Aussies and the Kiwis volunteering their eggs to Cho on live. I do want to have children. And dual citizenship sounds nice. It sounds nice. American and Aussie from Brizzy. Um, you better up your Banksy game. I do need to up my Banksy game. I need to up my Banksy game. I do. Guys, I gotta go. You want 5 sons? Not 5 sons. That's a lot of sons. That's a lot of children. You want a family? Oh my God. 5. You gonna be pregnant for 5? You gonna be pregnant for 5 years? That's a long. Girl, you're gonna have to get reconstruction surgery on that vagina after 5 children. My goodness. Tighten everything back up, honey. Ooh. Mm. 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 Anyway, guys, I gotta get going. I need to go to bed, prepare for bed so that I'm ready for tomorrow's long, excruciating day. I really, really appreciate you guys so much for spending time with me. We've had a lovely trio of streams this weekend. Thank you for your patience with my mental health break last weekend. I think I'll be very consistent for the foreseeable future. Still trying to get my energy back for the vlogs, but I have an Easter vlog coming up soon. I've got another vlog coming up soon about Charmy's grocery store, which is phenomenal. But anyway, I really, really appreciate your time. I never take for granted that you could be doing so many other things with your spare free time. You could be reading your Bible. You could be watching porn. You could be watching other YouTubers. You could be studying for your exams. You could be spending time with your children and your significant other. There's just so many things you could be doing, but you chose to spend it with me, and I don't take it for granted. So, Professor Kim Jong-cho, the egg slanger. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys hopefully for a vlog sometime this week. And then if not seeing you guys in the Discord channel, I'll definitely see you guys next Friday at 11:30 p.m. Eastern time zone.